Okay, guys, let's see. We're going to get started. Hello, everybody. I'm loving this. Okay. Oh, we have a viewer. Woohoo! Okay, it's 9:45, so we are gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna give everyone just a couple of minutes to kind of get online. I can get myself situated, and we'll get going. I'm actually hostess coaching right now. Okay, everybody, thank you for being patient with me. I appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and get started in just a couple seconds. Oh, Amber, thank you. Goodness gracious. I mean, you're too sweet. Where is my phone charger? Oh, here. Okay. Okay. Whoa, sorry. Just hop on, everybody. I'm excited. I hope we get a lot of viewers on this call. I'm really excited for this training. I'm going to give everyone 2 more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and get started. 2 more minutes. If you're on the Google Hangout chat, you should be able to ask me questions. If you are on the YouTube link, then you can post questions to our Facebook page and ask me. Oh my, Jen, you're very, very sweet. Man, you guys are all so nice. Okay. One more minute. We'll go ahead and get started. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Started. I'm actually talking to a host, and I need to make sure that she's good to go. Okay. Ooh, looks like we have a decent amount of people. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I am running a little bit behind, and I want to make sure that we get through all of the information because it's a lot. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up my presentation. Okay, hopefully that's good. All right, everybody. I am going to turn off my sound. Wait, no, I need the sound actually. So, well, if you hear ding dings, I'm very sorry. All right, let me get this all set up for you. And awesome, Sierra. Yes, I'm so excited for your first party. It's going to be great. Okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to share my screen with you guys so you can see what I see. So you can see my presentation that I made for you. Okay, give me just 1 second. All right, so hostess coaching and party tips. So welcome everybody to tonight's training. My name is Tori Knutson, and I am either your team manager or help run the team page with Mandy, who is your team manager. I am really excited to be doing this hostess coaching and party tips training. It was originally hostess coaching tips, but then I realized I needed to add in some things about how to run your parties as well. So I've kind of compiled it all, and really excited to be able to share this with you. I have found that for an online party, there is a very specific way that certain things need to be done in order for the party to be successful. I have been doing direct sales for 5 years, but online parties for almost 2. And it's taken me 2 years to be able to pretty much figure it out. I have been looking over trainings for hostess coaching, I would say, for the past 4 months, and compiling them all and taking all of their tips and suggestions and putting it all into this training. So this is lots and lots of training all compiled into one. I will forewarn you though that this training is for online parties, and if you're looking for a home party hostess coaching training, I posted one in the event that is done by Belinda Ellsworth, who is a huge, phenomenal trainer in the direct sales industry. So I encourage you to listen to that. But this is for online hostess coaching because I feel like that's what the majority of us do. And then really quickly, I will be answering questions. I'm sure there will be a good amount of you that will have questions, but please know that I'm not going to be answering questions until the end. If you are on the Google Hangouts, you can ask me questions through the Hangout, or if you are not and you're on the YouTube link, you can post your questions to the Facebook event. Make sure that you have a pen and a piece of paper because there's going to be a lot of information. And here we go. So me, yay, my name is Tori. I joined Jammer in 2014. This is me. I'm pretty sure you got that, but that's me. That's my hubby, Brandon, and that's my baby girl, Lily. They are my why. I joined the Jamberry for my family. We need me to work to be able to pay the bills. And we knew that we wanted to start a family. And that I was going to need to continue working. Like I said, I've been in direct sales for 5 years, and the company that I was previously with was going downhill. I needed a way to be able to make up that money. Jamberry was introduced to me, and after some convincing, I decided to hop on, and here I am almost 2 years later. So this is my family, okay? All right. Why do we need a hostess coach? Why is this important? Well, a couple of reasons. Hostess coaching creates a relationship with your hostess. It is extremely important that your hostess trusts you. Your hostess needs to have confidence in who you are as a consultant. She needs to know that she can count on you. for help with her party, and she wants to know a little more about you, especially since we are online. She's not getting to see you face to face, so you have to go the extra mile to create that relationship, and correct hostess coaching does that. And when you build a relationship with your hostess is more likely to do things to make the party successful because she can tell that you care, and therefore she cares. Another reason why we need a hostess coach. Your hostess does not know how to have a successful party with Jamberry. She has no clue. She has no clue that she needs to post pictures. She has no clue that she needs to message her guests. She has no clue about Facebook algorithms and how even if she sends them an event invitation, that they might not get notified that they've been invited. She has no clue how the notifications work. She probably doesn't even know how the message guest button work in events. She has no clue how to have a successful party. So it's our job to teach her. Okay? If you leave it to your hostess, the party will not work. It is up to you to make the party successful. And 3, it's your job. She needs you to guide her to have a successful party. These two kind of go hand in hand, but it is your job to help her be successful. Okay, so these are the reasons why we hostess coach. Yes, the thing about hostess coaching is, yes, it's for us. We want to have great parties so we can get PRV, more parties, and new consultants. But in the long run, we want our hostesses to have a good time too. We want them to get free product. We don't want them to be wasting their time. So it's our job to teach them how to be able to have a successful party. And the party so much relies on the hostess. If the hostess is not doing things, the likelihood of you having a successful party, and what I mean by success, I mean sales, more bookings, or new team members, it's just very unlikely. You need to be able to have her doing certain things in order for you both to have this be a successful outcome. Okay, so here we go. The checklist. All right, I have compiled a hostess coaching checklist, and this is what we are going to go over, okay? I will be giving you this resource so you can keep this checklist for yourself, but this is where we're really going to start to get into everything, so please take notes. All right, so this is just the top of the checklist. I put her name. PMC means preferred method of contact, the party date and time, and then additional notes that I can write as I'm hostess coaching. Okay, 2.5 weeks. All right, now based on what? So I run my parties. Let's just say the live event is on the 10th. Okay, we'll go with that. April 10th is going to be her live Facebook party. I would start posting to the event on the 5th. So I do 5 days of pre-party. And on the 1st is when I'm going to need her to start doing things. Okay, so I am starting to work with her on her party specifically, not talking to her. I am talking to her all the way leading up to her party in the sense that I'm getting to know her. Okay, not about the party, but liking her things on Facebook, posting in the comments, asking in comments on her posts, asking how she's doing, things like that. Okay, creating that relationship. But on the 1st is when I start to really do my intense hostess coaching, when we start to get things going. So her hostess packet is going to go out 2.5 weeks. So I'm not good with dates. So if the party was on the 1st, that means that the 10th, that means she's going to get her hostess packet March, like 24th. 23rd is when I need to send out that hostess packet. She needs to have that hostess packet in time for me to have before I start hostess coaching her on the 1st. Okay, that gives the package a week to get there. You need to be able to have time, get that hostess packet out. It's extremely important. I usually book my parties in pretty tight. Normally my parties don't get booked out more than 2 to 4 weeks. So sometimes I'll just even send the hostess packet as soon as I book it. But 2.5 weeks is the deadline. It needs to go out by then. Okay, here we go. 10 to 12 days is when I start to hostess coach. phone call to discuss. So this is where it all starts. This is one of the key things that is going to make you successful. You need to schedule a phone call with your hostess to discuss the party. A Facebook message is not enough. I know it is really scary to think about calling the hostess and talking to her about these different things, but it is crucial. Her hearing your voice, your tone of voice, her getting to know you better, her being able to really process the information better, to be able to ask you questions. It's way less overwhelming than do it on a Facebook message. If you were to go over all of these things in a Facebook message with her, she is going to get extremely overwhelmed. Extremely overwhelmed, and it is going to make her feel like she cannot do this. But if you talk about these things on the phone, it is way less overwhelming. Okay, so again, a phone call. I know some people do videos for their beginning when they're first starting their hostess coaching. You can, but the thing is, it's not personal. You can't talk to her specifically about her party and about her interests or her guests or things like that, unless you're going to make a video for every single hostess, which, why don't you just schedule a phone call? So I really encourage you to schedule this phone call. I usually tell my hostess 2 days, a day, 24 to 48 hours beforehand. Hey, we should, let's get on the phone and discuss your party. Okay, so what am I going to go over in the call? I'm going to discuss application issues. I'm going to make sure that she feels comfortable applying the wraps. If she has not applied her wraps yet, I'm going to tell her, okay, you need to get them on really soon because we need a picture as soon as possible of her wearing the jams. Okay, I should actually go back a little bit because I didn't tell you what I put in my hostess packet. So in my hostess packet, I put catalogs. I put a host drawing brochure. I put application instructions and 7-day chip challenges. I put in 10 samples. I send a wish list and I send a half sheet. Those samples are for her to be able to hand out to anybody that she sees in person. I do mail samples in the party, but this is for her to be able to send, if she has a neighbor that she sees every day or a coworker, she can just give them a sample more quickly than me getting it in the mail. But I have sent her a half sheet of jams to be able to wear and apply as soon as possible. And I tell her, hey, I really need a picture of you wearing jams because when people see you wearing the product and that you're excited about the product and trust the product, they're going to be more excited about your party because they feel like you enjoy the product and they will too. So I tell her that. Confirm the date and time. Okay, so just want to confirm that we're going to be having your party on Sunday, April 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern time. The length of the party is going to be about 30 minutes. I'm going to start posting to your party on Tuesday, April 5th. The party will close either that Wednesday or Thursday, the 13th or the 14th. If you need any more time, just let me know. I'm going to be posting one in the evenings with a game and an info post, blah, blah, blah. Okay, just tell her how it's going to work, just in case she knows. Okay, she needs to know when you're going to be posting, what you're going to be posting, how long. Okay, you're setting up an expectation for her. Review the hostess packet contents with her. So I already went over that a little bit with you guys, but you're going to tell her what's in the hostess packet and why you put it in the hostess packet. Don't just say I send samples. Tell her why you send samples. I sent samples so XYZ can try if you see them. I sent you a half sheet so you can apply them and have a full manicure. I sent you a catalog so you can start making your wish list and showing this off to people. I sent you a piece of paper to be able to write down your wish list. Enjoy, go for it, have fun. Okay, review things. Make her feel confident and that you know what you're doing. with her, you are going to go over the wish list. You're going to explain to her why you need a wish list. I will be talking to you guys about it in a little bit, but I make a collage for my hostesses to be able to post to the party. So tell them you want them to make a full wish list, but you do need at least 4 wraps from them as soon as possible. Talk about the hostess goal. January really encourages us for the main hostess goal to always be a $400 party. So I talk to my hostesses about that. I tell them exactly what they're going to get with a $400 party, that they're going to be able to get all 3 hostess exclusives for free. They're going to be able to get a free sheet, $80 worth of product credit, 5 half-off items, 3 months of free shipping. I hope I'm saying this all correctly. I usually have the hostess rewards chart in front of me just so I don't mess up. But tell her, in order to hit this goal, all we need to do is focus on 8 people who will order at least $50 worth of product. And that's totally possible. But just giving her that realistic expectation, like, hey, if we're going to shoot for 8 people to be ordering, then this is how many we need to invite, which I'm going to talk about that in a second. Okay. But these all kind of tie together. I didn't post these or type these in any particular order. I just put them down. Explain the hostess rewards to her. So when you go over the $400 party, encourage her to look in the back of the catalog or in the host join brochure at the hostess rewards chart so she can see things. And then outside orders, guys. I can't even begin to express to you how important outside orders are. Okay, tell her. People do not have to be at the party on Facebook in order to order. They can go to the website and order. They can get in touch with you to order, or they can get in touch with your hostess who will then get in touch with you to order. They only need your website link. They don't have to be on Facebook. I have an incentive for my hostesses. If they get $100 worth of outside orders, I will send them another half sheet. Okay, because that's another $100 in orders that I don't have to work for. It is huge. Encourage your hostess to get outside orders. Okay, you're going to talk about messaging guests. Messaging guests is huge. There is no other party. If you take off everything that you pretty much do on Facebook, okay, any kind of other event that you have where you want people to attend, you personally let them know. You send them a text, an email, you call them, something in the mail. You let them know that you're having a party. It is the exact same thing with Facebook. I don't know where we got this idea that we could just send a Facebook invite, but it does not work. Facebook does not always notify people when they have been invited to a party. I tell my hostesses this. They don't always know when they've been invited, okay? A lot of the times people get Facebook notifications and they ignore them and they forget about them. They're not, or not that they ignore them, they forget about them and then they don't remember. They're not meaning to ignore you, okay? They just don't know that they've been invited. So I tell them about Facebook messaging and how the Facebook message guest button works. And then I also offer a text invitation, which I use Red Stamp for my text invites. I'll show you my text invite in a few minutes. And I ask them, do you want to use Facebook Messenger, text, or both? I talk about sticking with 50 guests. I tell them that that's just a really good number. They're going to feel less overwhelmed. It's going to feel more exclusive. And then I even reiterate, and with inviting 50 people, we should easily be able to find 8 people in order to shoot for this hostess goal. Okay? Yeah. But I also tell them, you need to invite at least 30. Okay, because I tell them you are going to have people who say no, who are not interested. So it's really important that you're inviting 30 to 50 people. I explain the importance of interaction, how they have to, they absolutely have to interact on their party. I explain it as if you're in your living room for a home party. You would not invite all of your people over to your house and then ignore them and leave them. And then I kind of laugh and she laughs. You would talk to them and you would say, hey, look at this. This is so awesome. You would totally love this. Or, oh my gosh, girl, we have to go apply these together. This is so much fun. It's the same thing on Facebook. She needs to be interacting. Guys, make sure your hostess knows how to tag people. A lot of people don't. A lot of people have no clue how to tag people, and tagging people is huge. Tagging is literally the equivalency of being in an in-home party and someone saying, Susie, you would love these jams. Check this out. Or Mary, oh my gosh, you have to come try the gel because I know you're a gel girl. It is the exact same thing, and you need to explain that to your hostess. Okay? Ask her about her and her guests' interest. You want to tailor this party to her. Not only does it keep your parties fun and fresh, but you need to post things that are relevant to her and her guests. So I ask them, is there sports teams? Are there music that you guys like? A certain movies, musicians, activities that you guys do, hobbies, books, whatever. A lot of people have been telling me baseball because baseball season's starting and their friends are excited about it. So I've been posting baseball jams and people are freaking out. They love it, especially now with Disney. Like so many people love Disney. So I'll post some more Disney games. Tailor the party. I'm sorry. You probably keep hearing the ding ding on my Facebook, so I apologize. But you want to tailor the party to her and her guests to make sure that you are drawing them in on what they're going to be excited about. Explain hostess group. I have a hostess group, and I will talk more about that in a little bit. I have posted resources to the event on what I post in the hostess group, but all I tell them at this point, I don't really explain it to them a lot because I don't invite them until I start posting to their party, which is 5 days out from their party, and we're not 5 days out yet, but I just tell them that, hey, just a heads up, I'm going to be adding you to a group that's just going to go over some more tips and tricks on how to have a great party. I just want to let you know so you're not annoyed when I add you to a group. I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up because no one likes spam. Okay, just so she knows, you're just giving her a heads up. And then ask for her preferred method of contact. Most are going to tell you a text. Most do not communicate consistently through a Facebook message. You are going to need to be in touch with her extremely close throughout the next 10 to 14 days. So make sure that you ask, what is the best way to get in contact with her? This way, you are, when she says text, say, okay, I'm going to text you. You're setting up an expectation. Okay, lots of information right there. So important though, so important. At the same time, okay, so this is 10 to 12 days. So I'm just giving that, you a time span. 10 to 12 days out from their party, you want to have this phone call. On day 10, you are going to invite the hostess to the event, and you're going to have her post a picture of her jams. I'm going to exit out of this because I'm going to go into here. Hold on one second. I scroll down. Oh, here we go. Okay. In my parties, I have preloaded posts. So when I invite them to the party, I have a jam info one-on-one post. So I have the anatomy of a sheet, how jams are durable, how they can go on gel and acrylics, all of that, like how they're gluten-free, non-toxic, blah, blah, blah. I have all of that in the comment section. Then another post I have is a points chart because I do a giveaway with points, and then an order whenever you want graphic. And then I have this video. This video is of me explaining how the party is going to work to the guests. So everything I pretty much explained to the hostess, I'm explaining to the guest as well. And then it's also me going over wraps, lacquer, and gel. But I have this video so that way they can watch. Ladies, it is so important to post a video of yourself in your parties. So important. I will go over that more, but that is what I do as far as what I have posted in the parties. And then, so you're going to invite the host to the event. So that stuff is already there. Have her post a picture of her jams. This, I hope I have it. Wait, I will find it. Maybe. Thought I did. Okay, I will grab that for you, ladies, because I thought I had it. But basically, it's just a collage. Remember how I talked about those 4 favorite wraps? So it's a collage of, sorry. It is a collage of her favorite, wow, I'm like losing it here. Okay, It's a collage of her favorite jams. So those 4 jams that she really loves, it's just a collage of them with a sample description. And then starting the invites. This is when you're just going to start to get the Facebook messages out and the texts out. So you are getting them out 5 days before you start posting to the party. Remind them of the Hostess goal and how to shoot, how make to shoot for it. That's wrong, but how to shoot for it. You're going to give them a sample message as well, which I'm going to give you in a minute. Okay. Let's actually jump. This is the message to guests from the hostess. I'm going to read it out loud to you. Hey girl, I hope you're doing well. I'm really excited because I'm going to be having an online Jamberry party. Have you ever heard of Jamberry? They have lots of products, but they are mainly known for their nail wraps. Why am I saying they have lots of products? Because people need to know that we are not just about nail wraps. Nope, we got a lot of other product. You need to have that little bit in there. They're mainly known for their nail wraps, but we have lots of other products. The nail wraps are vinyl adhesive wraps that don't chip, smudge, or have any dry time and last up to 2 weeks on hands and 6 weeks on toes. Why am I telling about the 2 weeks on hand and 6 weeks on toes? Because it's a huge selling point. Party is all online and super easy. Plus, there are tons of specials going on during my party. I wanted to invite you because I really think you would enjoy it. Have the hostess tell people why she invited people, guys. Make it personal. Because you are sending these out with the message guest button and it's not 100% personal, have her at least include something in there about how this is why she invited them. I sent you a Facebook invite, but I wanted to personally ask you to join. This is your hostess telling your guests, I want you to be in my party. I care that you're there. I'm not only sending you a Facebook message, but I'm telling you that I want you to join. If you are interested in trying out the product before the party starts, click this link and fill out the form, and my consultant will send you some goodies in the mail. I really hope you will join us. This is my sample form. Let's see if it'll let me click it. It does. Look at that. This is my sample form. Okay. I ask for first and last name, their address, if they would be interested in getting on my newsletter. What is your number so I can text you the application video? That's how I follow up with people for my samples. I use text. And then I ask them which sample they'd like and whose party they're in. And I say thank you. And that's how I follow up with them. So that's cool. So people can click that link right away to be able to get a sample. Okay. The reason I didn't post it to the event is because I put it right here. So this is the collage that I have my hostesses post to the party right after they invite people or right before they invite people. I give them this wording and I give them this wording. Ladies, you want to make this party as super simple for your host as possible. Because you are going to be asking her to do these things, you got to make it super simple for her. So basically she's just saying, these are my favorite wraps. I'm so excited. Can't wait to have you ladies join me. Okay, so we're going to go back. So she's going to post that with the sample description and start the invites. You're going to get in touch with her on day 8. Ask her how invites going. Give her a high five saying, woohoo, we have this many people in the party. I'm so excited. Have you touched base with them? Do you know what's going on? You want to make sure that she has touched base with all of those people who have said going or maybe to the event. If she said no, then tell her to shoot them a message saying, hey, I'm so excited you're in my party. Thank you so much. I can't wait to party with you. Do you know anything about Jamberry? She needs to touch base with every single person because how many people join the event, but they have no idea what they joined or they have no idea what's going on. So you need to make sure that she's gotten in touch with everybody. And then have her tag guests in the video and welcome them. So that video that I made, that I posted to our Facebook event, sorry, drinking water. She wants to tag people saying, hey, check out this video. This is how the party's going to work. These are the pictures. This is Tori showing you the products, blah, blah, blah. Welcome. So glad you're here. But you got to tell her exactly what to do. Every single thing that she does, it's you telling her what to do, basically. Okay? Because some hostesses don't need this, but most hostesses do. So we just want to we always want to assume that we're going to need to tell them every single thing to do. Okay. This is the text invite. This is through Red Stamp, and it's the same collage. I type this up really quick. I send it to them, and then I give them a little blurb in the text message saying, hey, you can tell your friends, hey, girl, so excited for you to check out my party. Here's the Facebook link. I hope you'll join us. And then more information's here. In the text invite that she sends, include the Facebook event link. So that way, all they have to do is click on the event link, join the party right away. Okay? A lot of people respond better to text messages than Facebook messages. If they don't have the Facebook Messenger app, most people do not go to their computer to check Facebook. They use their phone. If they don't have the Facebook Messenger app, they're not going to get the messages. So I really encourage you guys to be using ways of inviting people, the hostess to invite people other than Facebook message. It really, I have found, goes over a lot better when you are doing text messages as well. Okay, on day 6, so you are going to keep working with her on the invites. If things aren't going well and you need to get more people into the party, help her. I shoot to try to get 15 people in the party. So if you're close to that point, or then great. If you're really lacking, then you're going to want to continue helping her, asking her if people are responding, if they are just having a lot of objections. If they're having a lot of objections, then work on overcoming those with her and her guests. If they're just not responding, then you want to encourage her to send out a follow-up message, just saying, hey girl, just wanted to shoot you another message letting you know I invited you to my party. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to join us. Continue to have her tag guests in the video and welcome them as they join the party. The other thing that she can do is if there are people that she wants in the party that are not responding to her Facebook message, she can tag them in this post that she has posted saying, hey girl, I really want you to join my party. I know you're going to love it. You should check it out. Join the party. You can get a freebie. Okay. Confirm that she's talked with all guests who are attending. Remind her that posting starts tomorrow and just that her participation. If she hasn't asked, get her wish list from her. And if she hasn't finished her wish list, then tell her to do it and get it to you, and give her the hostess posting schedule. And I'm going to go over this at the end. This is optional. You need to use your discretion on this one. Some girls will do well if you give them a schedule of what to post every day. Some will not, and you need to give it to them daily. So use your discretion. Okay. On day 5, posting starts. That's when I start posting. Make sure that the hostess posts, welcome, I'm so glad everyone's here. Woohoo, woohoo. Guys, if your hostess excited, she's excited, but you need to give her this information. Do not tell her, hey, go post how excited you are to the party with a welcome graphic. You need to give her a welcome graphic and tell her exactly what to post. Say, hey girl, you can copy and paste this to the party. Go ahead and go post this. Your guests are going to be so excited. You need to guide her completely. This is where I invite her to the hostess group and I tag her in the post and I give her the hostess bingo. So I know I posted this information to our event. So the hostess bingo, I give her this. I made this bingo board and I specifically put everything in a certain place. But I tell her, hey, this is just another way for you to get more freebies. So look over this and if you, So look over this and if you do the things, then you're going to get more freebies. So check that out. Some this will work for, some it won't. Just so you guys know, I've had some hostesses really get into this and some hostesses who ignore it, but that's okay. It's just another option, another resource. My hostess group. Okay, this album is preloaded into my hostess coaching group, and I tag them in this album to be able to look over, and you guys can look over this on your own time. And then these are the things that I post to the party daily. In here, I have posted what I post with the graphic, but these posts go out daily. This is the last one that goes out, just so you guys know. But otherwise, these are in no particular order. Use your discretion. But it's just things that your hostess needs to be doing. Posting to her personal page about her party. Posting at least once per day. Tagging people. reminding them about her party, staying involved in the party. A lot of this is things that you've already talked about, but I have found that reiterating things more than once really, really makes a difference. So that's when you're going to invite her to your hostess group, tag her in the post about the album, and give her the hostess bingo. And then days 4 through 1 leading up to the party, you post at the party every day. Make sure your hostess posts and she's interacting. Ask if she's checking out the hostess coaching group. Ask if she has any questions, if she's having fun. These do not need to be done every single day. These are just generic things that you need to be doing during this time. Well, these 2 things need to be done every day, posting to the party and the hostess post. But asking if she's checking the group post, you don't need to ask her that every day. Okay, if she's doing the things that you're posting, you don't need to ask her if she's seeing them. But if she's not, say, hey, are you seeing these? These are just some great tips on how to be able to increase your party. I want to help you get all of these free rewards. I want to be able to help you get this gel set for free, all of these wraps for free. So I want to make sure that you're having a successful party. And then ask if are you having fun? Do you have any questions for me? Stay in touch with her, ladies. She is going to be the way that you get sales and you get bookings. So you want to treat her like royalty. Make sure that she has everything that she needs and is feeling 100% comfortable and not overwhelmed. One of the things that you're going to do is you're going to message the guests. I do still message guests, even though they don't always get them. I only message the guests that have responded going or maybe, and I will show you the message that I send them. I post things relating to the guests, like I talked about during that phone call that I do with my hostess. So if she told me my friends really love baseball, I'm making sure that I'm posting about baseball. On day 2, right before the party, or actually it's day 1. That's not, so it's the day before the party. Have the hostess remind guests of the party. And then you're also going to ask your hostess if you can chat with her through a Facebook message or text during her party. That way, if you want her to do something during the party, you can get in touch with her ASAP. So ask her, hey, is it okay if we're chatting during the party? Just to make sure that we're good, we're on the same page and everything. Really important. Okay. I know this is a lot of information, guys, but you're going to get this checklist to be able to go back. So this is the message that I sent to the guests. Hey girl, my name is Tori. I'm the consultant for Stephanie's Jamberry Party. Thanks for checking it out. I'm glad you will be joining us. Do you know much about Jamberry and their products? You want to leave it really simple, short, and sweet. Okay, these people do not know you. They do not need your life story. They do not need a ton of information. All you want to know is you want to thank them for coming. You want to tell them who you are, and do they know anything about the product? Okay, as it gets going, they're either going to say, yes, they know about Jamberry, or no, they don't know about Jamberry. If they don't know about Jamberry, you're going to tell them about Jamberry. If they do know about Jamberry, ask where they heard it. Create a conversation, build a relationship. This post right here, I started posting this to the party, and I find that it's working really well. I tell guests that I've sent them a personal message because I've been talking on the team page about this message request folder and how awful it is. So now I have started, sorry, lost my train of thought. I have started to tell them that I've messaged them. So you've got mail. I've sent you this message. And I tell them, whoops, sorry, ladies. And I tell them, check your message request folder because that's where it is. And I also, what I've done is in the comment section, I've started posting screenshots of how they can check it on their phone. And I'll give them a giveaway when they respond to me. Okay. So that's something I do. Also, this is the reminder message from the host that they send right before their party goes. So if the party was on April 10th, they would send this on April 9th. Hey girl, just wanted to remind you that Jamberry party's tomorrow night. I hope you'll join us. We will be having some info, games, and prizes. If you can't make it, you can still place an order and go back through the post. Thanks. Really quick and simple, but just letting them know that they're there. I just want you guys to know I see on my phone that I'm getting questions and things like that. I know there's going to be a ton of questions. That's okay. I promise I'll get to them at the end though. So please just be writing your questions down and making sure that you're taking notes. I realize this is a lot of information, but just know I will get to your questions, okay? Okay, the party. So you're going to have the party. And ladies, your live event should really be fairly quick. It should just go over info about January. Everyone's there. I don't really believe that there is a huge make or break way to do a live event. I do some games. I post about the special. I post about the wraps, the gel, the lacquer, application tools, a video of the application. Like whatever you do with your live events, your live event isn't really going to be what's going to make or break you. So the day after the party, hostess messages guests, thank you. Have your host tell her guests thank you for coming. It's so huge, okay? And you can see here, hey girl, thank you so much for checking out my Jamboree party. Well, there's a typo. Should fix that. If you have had a chance to order yet, make sure to play the deal or no deal game that is posted to the party. I'll tell you guys about that in a minute. Great way to earn freebies. Did you XYZ online? So this is where I tell my hostess that she's going to need to personalize it. Did you see XYZ online? And I tell the hostess, hey, if you know your friend loves tennis, tell her, did you see the tennis wraps online? If you know your friend loves pink, did you see all the pink wraps online? Tell her that this is going to require a little bit of effort, but this is only messages that she's sending to the going and the maybes. So I know it's a little bit of work, but tell her if she's responding and she is encouraging people to be checking certain things out, they might not have known that we had tennis wraps. Hopefully they knew we had pink wraps, but they might not have known we had these, or they might not have known that we had that lacquer that was going to match that dress perfectly for that wedding that they have coming up in a week. We don't know that. The hostess does. Okay, so she needs to personalize it. I totally thought of you when I saw it. Would look so good on you. Also, Tori is offering a free half sheet of choice out of her stash to anyone who hosts a party in May. I changed up the special. That's what I'm doing right now for my May hostesses. If you can't afford to do that, that's okay. But this is where you are giving her a little blurb to be able to send out to people. Hey, if you host a party, she's going to give you something. And if you're interested in that, let me know and I'll tell her. It's so fun and easy to host too. Thanks so much for coming. You are awesome. Okay. Whew. So you're going to have your hostess send this message. You're going to ask her, who do you think wants to host a party? If you haven't gotten, ladies, if you haven't gotten at least 2 to 3 parties from your party, from this party, then you want to be asking her, who do you think would host? Who do you think would love this? Who did you hear that really loved the product but couldn't afford it? Who do you think could use a girls' night? Who do you think would have fun with their friends? And ask her. So you can get in touch with that person or she can ask them and then thank her for all that she has done. You want to be continuing to thank her throughout this whole process, but really make sure that you thank her for all that she has done, because at this point she is doing a lot and you just want to be so appreciative of her. So in between days 2 to 4 after the party, you're going to get hostesses. Hey, what's going on? Have you heard from people? You're going to tag the guests in the deal or no deal game and party closing info. I play the deal or no game deal in my parties all the time. It always helps me get orders. It helps me get bookings. And I always make sure that I play that game. I post it the next day after the party happens. So if it was on April 10th, I would post it on April 11th. And I make sure that along with the party info, I post the closing party info I post on April 11th. You want to have your hostess tag people in both of those things so they make sure that they know when the party is closing and that there is a deal or no deal game that they can get freebies. And on day 4, your hostess is going to send a final reminder message. And this is what the final reminder message says. Hey, hon, thank you so much for coming to my party. You're such an awesome friend. Party closes today. So if you wanted to place an order or have any questions, let me or Tori know. Thanks, girl. Just as a quick little reminder. This is not meant to be like a, hey, you should order. It's literally just a reminder because people forget because we are busy. That's all it is. Just a reminder. I also message the guests after the party. I say, hey girls, thank you so much for checking out Natalie's Jamboree party. I hope you had fun. Just wanted to check in and see if you had any questions for me and that you understand how the product works. Ladies, at this point, some people still don't know how the jams work. You want to make sure that they know. Plus, this is demonstrating really good customer service. Were there any designs that were catching your eye? I can find you a picture of it on hands for you. If they see something that they like, you want to be able to find that picture for them and help them to, more than likely, once they see the picture, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I love that. I have to have it. you get where I'm going with it. And then close the party. Order the Hostess rewards. Confirm she's in VIP group. I have a VIP group for my loyal customers and it's on the newsletter. I use my newsletter through Fizbee, which is spelled F-Y-Z-E-B-E-E, Fizbee. It's only for Jamboree consultants. I pay for it, and it's my monthly newsletter that goes out. It's really awesome. If you have any questions for me about that, let me know. But it's pretty sweet. And talk to her about the opportunity. Ladies, most of the people who join my team have been my hostess first. Always chat with her about the opportunity. You ever seen yourself doing something like this? This isn't a recruiting training, so I won't get into that, but just make sure that you're talking to her about the opportunity. Okay, man, I gotta get going because this is getting long. Okay, hostess posting checklist. These are the things that you are going to give her to post to the party. Again, you can give this to her, you cannot give this to her, but this is just a little checklist of what she can be posting to kind of give you ideas. Oh, just a little side note. I made these so I can write in what days I need to be doing these on. And then I have a little box so I can check it off. That helps me stay organized. That's just for my personal benefit. So like if the party was on April 10th, so I would write April 10th, April 9th, April 8th. You get the idea. So during this time, she's going to post the welcome post of her pics of jams, wish list collage, tag guests, and on her Facebook page. A funny meme she can post about Jamboree that you give her, something that she loves, that you made for her, that you're giving her. Give her that again. All these things that you have her do. Okay. Have her post a collage that you made of her favorite wraps and her favorite gel/lacquers. I am finding that when the hostess talks more about gel, people are more into it. I don't know. That's just what I found. So I would have her post a collage of wraps and her favorite gel colors. Just a little tip. Always post jams on hands. Always. For your party posts and for your hostess. Always, 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 always. This relates the product. If people see a wrap, like in the little thumbnail on Jamboree's website or a lacquer color, it's not relating the product. They need to see it on their hands. That gives them like, oh, I could see that on me. It's huge. It changes everything. Tip when making the collages, use Instagram to find the jams. You're going to find a lot more than you would for Google. You can screenshot the image and then crop it. And I use the app Pick Collage to be able to make it. Okay, party tips. These are my party tips for you. Always play a booking game in your parties. Always. Always. On the Facebook event for this training, I have posted the party game, the booking game that I play. And I play that during my live event towards the end. I do offer the hostess an incentive for getting so many parties booked. Usually it's 3 or 4. I don't want to make it crazy challenging, but I don't want to make it easy. And in the post, it explains that. And when you're hosting parties, you want to focus on fun, free, and helping the hostess. This is why I offer an incentive. When this many people book a party, so-and-so is going to get this. So they are helping their friend. Always have an opportunity post in your parties. It can be something simple as, here I am with my daughter today. I'm so blessed that I'm able to stay home and still be able to provide for my family. You're out running errands. Love that it's 12 o'clock on a Wednesday and I'm out running errands, doing my thing. Something, okay? Or it can be, have you ever thought about this? I'd love to be able to give you some more information. Just something to just kind of get their minds thinking. I already talked about this a little bit, but post-party specific graphics. You need to change it up and keep it fun. Not only is it going to keep you energized, but it's going to keep them energized, especially if you're having RIA people coming to your party. It's going to keep them entertained. But post things that are specific to your hostess and your guest. With your posting, you want to stick to 1 info post a day and 1 game per day. I post both of my things at night. Some people post the info post in the morning and the game at night. It really doesn't matter, but I would stick to 1 info post per day, 1 game per day. Things I post about during the party are obviously the wraps, the gel, the lacquer, our hair and care items, juniors, Disney, things like that. But it doesn't really matter what you want to post about as long as you just info about Jamboree, and then 1 game per day. Do these posts though that encourage people to check out the website. So include your website URL, and then if there are games that then can encourage them to get on the website, do that as well. Another great tip that I actually heard the other day is play a game where people need to message you their answers. So it would be even great if you could say, hey, this is an outfit. Go find a wrap on my website that you love and message me your answer. The first person who sends this to me is going to get a prize. That way they're checking out your website and they're personally messaging you, which is then going to be able to start a relationship and talking to them. Introduction post. Doesn't matter if this is in the live event or if you do it during your pre-party, but just so you tell a little bit about yourself and they can talk about, and the guests can talk about themselves and you can get to know them a little better. Application videos. Always post application videos. Doesn't matter if it's in the live event or if it's in the pre-party, but you want to make sure that you're posting application videos of wraps and gel. Post pictures of products on hands. I said it again, but I needed to include it in here. You always need to post pictures of products on hands. Always. Just do it. Just do it. Get in touch with every guest some way. So I already gave you a little bit of an idea on how to do that with the games, having them messaging you their games answers. I gave you an idea for when, like, you could, wait, I'm just going to show you guys because I don't even know how to. This is a great idea. By personally messaging them, tagging them, letting them, you know that you message them, get in touch with them every way somehow. Hopefully a lot of guests have requested samples, so you're touching base with them through text too. Post, this is goes along with the video that I was talking about earlier. Post videos and pictures of you. Be your brand. Ladies, while there are a ton of people who do not know about Jamberry, a lot of people have been invited to a Jamberry Facebook party and have at least heard about Jamberry. They could call up probably 5 different consultants to be able to get Jamberry. You need to make them want to come to you. And in order to do that, you are going to have to post pictures or videos, preferably videos, of you and having them fall in love with you. You want to make them be your Jamberry lady, and that's going to require you to build you and your brand. And that is what is going to set you and your Facebook parties apart from everybody else and make people want to book with you because you are showing who you are. Okay? Really big. If you can afford it, offer small ordering incentives. I always offer an incentive during the live event. I feel like if someone shows up for the live event, they should get a little something. So I have a special where if they order that night, they do get a prize for ordering. I personally do a free mani and pedi pack, but you could do an accent sheet. You could just say a free gift. You could do a pedi pack, whatever you want to do. And then I also play the deal or no deal game in my parties, which always helps me with getting orders. So, okay, I'm going to go back in here. I have a feeling I have a lot of questions. I'm going to stop screen sharing and come back. All right. I know that was a lot of questions or a lot of information. I'm sure we have a lot of questions. So I'm going to start working through those. And if you have questions, please start asking them or posting on the Facebook event. Okay. So I'm going to start from the bottom. 1 second here. Okay, Amy, how do you get people to your party if they aren't on Facebook? So this, I mean, if they're not on Facebook, they're not going to be able to attend the Facebook party. This is where you want to get outside orders with your hostess. I think catalog parties are a great way to also be able to reach another community without having to do home parties. So this is why sending a catalog and samples is so important in the hostess packet because there are going to be people on Facebook, or there are going to be people who aren't on Facebook and could still order for the party. So you're not going to be able to get them into the actual party, but they can still order towards the party. And then just be able to get their email or their phone number so you can be able to follow up with them. Okay. Next. What nights do you find are best for parties. I have found that Thursday nights are my best night. A lot of people don't go out on Thursday nights, and usually it's right around payday, so they feel comfortable with spending money. Friday nights are normally good for me too. And then after that, I would actually say Wednesdays. I don't do parties on Mondays and Tuesdays, so I don't know if those are good nights because I don't normally do them. But I find that I would say Thursdays and then Friday nights are the best nights to do parties, Facebook parties. And then I also encourage you to do them later. I do my parties at a 8 or 9 o'clock time slot, depending on their time zone. So if they're on the East Coast, I'll do 9 o'clock. If they are on the West Coast, because it's a 3-hour difference for me, I usually tell them 8, so that's 11 my time. That works for me because I'm up. You need to do what works for you, but I am telling you that the later the party is, the more participation that you will more than likely get. Okay, let's see. Heather, since you sent out the Hostess packet 2.5 weeks prior, would you recommend only booking parties that far out? Yes and no. That's kind of a tricky question. If you are really needing parties on your calendar and you don't have your calendar full, if you have your calendar full, then it's fine. But if you don't, I would encourage you to get parties like as soon as you can. I wouldn't really do them more than 10 days just because your hostess is probably going to feel overwhelmed. The reason that I have started to do all this hostess coaching such a good chunk of time before I start posting to the party is I was just finding that the hostess was way overwhelmed and she was ignoring me. She wasn't doing anything. So I think you need at least 10 days. You can start doing things before she gets the hostess pack and then just tell her what's in it. But I don't think I would do it more. I don't think I would schedule a party more than earlier than 10 days. So I hope that answers the question. Let's see, Amber. What do we do when a hostess keeps saying they've been busy and haven't gotten to inviting anyone, or I haven't had time because of X, Y, Z? So that is one of the reasons I do the phone call, because I'm setting up an expectation. I have found that I don't have this as much because I am calling my hostess and giving them an expectation of what is going to be happening over the course of the next 10 days and what I need from them. Yes, do people tell me they're still busy? Yes. Does this work 100% for everybody? No. So I have a hostess right now who's not responding to me. I mean, you can't make everybody do everything. Like, this is not a foolproof method. You're still going to have parties that don't always work out or don't do as well. But I have found that this is extremely limited when you are calling your hostess and setting up this expectation with them on what's going to be happening during the party. And then I would just, if they are saying that, I would just be saying, no problem, girls, no problem. What can I do to help you? Messaging guests with the Facebook message button is really easy. I'll even stay with you online and tell you exactly how to do it. It'll literally take 2 minutes. Okay. She agreed to book this party with you. You had the phone call to discuss what was going to be expected of her. She doesn't get to just be off the hook just because. You kind of sandwich it. You sympathize. You tell her, oh, I'm so sorry. I need you to do this. And I'll totally help you because I know you're so busy. Okay? Hope that answers. Let's see, Amber. If someone says, what is all involved with hosting, how do you answer that without overwhelming them with what will we wanting them to do? So I tell them hosting a party is super easy, because it is super easy. I am literally giving them everything. All they have to do is follow through. It is really easy to host. And it's all online. They don't have to go anywhere. They can party in their pajamas. I'm not lying to them. This checklist seems overwhelming at first, but it's only because I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget anything. And again, when you're talking to them on the phone and you're kind of getting them through a phone call, it's really not that overwhelming. It's not a ton of stuff. It's stuff that they should be doing for Facebook parties. But I just tell them it's super easy and fun to host. I take care of, all the info and posting. All you have to do is keep your guests excited and engaged, personally invite them, and I'll work on teaching everybody about the product, and we'll work together to earn you some great rewards. Because that's all the truth. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Even with this, keep it simple. Okay? This only looks overwhelming because I'm really forgetful, and I just want to make sure that I'm touching all points with my hostess. Okay. What do you recommend we do if our hostess gets called into work the night of her party or her little one is sick? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I haven't had this happen to me a lot, honestly. I would keep doing the party. I would still do the party. I would not reschedule. You could still have guests that show up to the party. You can have people that are watching, and you don't want to miss out on that opportunity. You want to be consistent. Let your guests know that they can count on you and rely on you as the consultant. So I would not reschedule. I would post, and if she doesn't interact, then she's not there. And if nobody shows up as far as the guests either, keep posting because you never know who's watching, and people can scroll back through later. You just don't need to wait for as much time in between posts. Okay. What kind of stuff do you include in the newsletter? How do we create one? How often do you send it out? So that newsletter is something through FYSB. So FYZ FYSB. I will give you guys the link to be able to check that out. I literally don't do anything. I pay for the service. They make the newsletter for me. I add people. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, but I'll get you guys the information on that. I'll get it. Hopefully I don't forget. When you say 5 days out from their party, do you mean the live event or the day the party starts? I mean the live event. So you have the live event. So like if the live event was on April 10th, you would start posting on April 5th. That's when I would start doing my pre-party posts. And I even make a post like, we're in the pre-party. And that's where I do the one info post, one info post and one game per day. How do I handle this timeline when I talk to a person about hosting a party and they want to start the party the next day? I don't run into this issue because I'm telling people when I'm available. I don't let people pick a date, that whatever date they want to. I'm completely full for April. I don't have any room in my schedule to be booking any more parties. I'm currently booking for May. So if someone were to tell me, hey, I want to start my party tomorrow, I would say, I am so excited that you are so excited. But I don't have any more open dates in April, unfortunately. I'm currently booking for May. I have this and this date available. What works best for you? I don't ever let the person pick what date to host their party. I ask if weekdays or weekends are better. And then based on whichever answer they tell me, I offer dates and times that I have available. But if you would be okay with starting that, you're still going to want to kind of give them a chunk of time to be able to do all this stuff before you start posting. I would say that you could probably condense it down, and instead of giving them 5 days to do everything, give them 3 days. But just flat out tell them that it's going to be more fast paced and you're going to need more from them. So it's kind of a to each their own, and how you feel like, hold on, I need to plug my computer in. How you feel the hostess will do with that. Okay. How do we create these super nifty Google Forms? Google Forms are really easy. Actually, super simple. They are in the Google Drive, and yeah, so you need to go to Google Drive, and it's pretty easy. I really feel like you could figure it out, but you go to Google Drive, you hit new, you hit Google Form, and then it's going to say this, that. You're going to need to play around with it a little, but that is how you create a Google Form in Google Drive. Are your events listed as public or private on Facebook? Private. Always private. Don't want creepos in the party. Always private. And I always make the host as a host as well on the event. All right, I'm going to go to the Facebook page. See if anybody asked questions there. Hold on 1 second. Oh, wait. sorry. Heather, thanks for sharing your notes. You are awesome. Okay, I don't think I see, do I really not see any questions? Does nobody else have questions for me? Okay, I don't see any more questions. Did anybody ask me any questions here? Okay, awesome. Sweet. If you have any other questions, I'll give it another minute, but ladies, I'm really excited for you. I will give you some statistics. This is proving to be extremely successful for me. It is the 6th of the month, and so far I have $638 in sales. And I'm really excited about it. This is working. I have found that hostess coaching is the key to an online party. If you don't hostess coach, more than likely the party is going to fail. Hostess coaching, because you can't talk to them in person and in-home party, your hostess is going to be the way that gets people excited. And when people are excited, they're going to buy the product and book more parties with you. They don't trust you. They don't know you. You're literally just a random person on Facebook. Your hostess is how people get excited. So I really encourage you ladies to take all this information, absorb it, process it, watch this training if you need to again, and start implementing these things in your parties. And I hope this proves to be more successful for you with your Facebook parties. That's pretty much all I have for you. They are way intense. Your notes, I'm going to totally check them out. Thank you so much, ladies. You guys are awesome. This training will be recorded. I will post the link. If anybody else has any more questions, you can post on the event and I'll get to them. But you guys are all awesome and party hard.